Welcome to EngloStories. Today, we're going to explore a remarkable story that has touched hearts for over a century. The Gift of the Magi was written in 1905 by O. Henry, whose real name was William Sidney Porter. This beautiful tale was first published in his collection called The Trimmed Lamp and Other Stories. O. Henry was famous for his short stories that often featured surprising plot twists and deep emotional insights. He was an American writer known for his clever storytelling and ability to capture the complexity of human emotions in just a few pages. Imagine a love so powerful that two people would give up their most precious possessions just to make each other happy. This is a story that explores some of the most beautiful human emotions: the depth of young love, the meaning of true sacrifice, the real essence of gift-giving, an unexpected twist of fate that will surprise you. Are you ready to hear a story that will make you smile, perhaps cry, and definitely feel the power of unconditional love? Then let's begin our journey into The Gift of the Magi. On a cold December evening in a small, simple apartment in New York City, we meet two young people who are deeply in love. Meet Della Young, a 20-year-old wife with hair so beautiful and long that it could be her most precious treasure. Her hair shines like golden silk and falls below her knees, a true beauty that catches everyone's eye. Beside her is her husband, Jim Young. He is a hard-working man who struggles to make ends meet. Every day, Jim leaves their tiny apartment early in the morning and returns late at night, working tirelessly to support his beloved wife. Their home is small and modest. The furniture is simple, and money is always tight. They have very little, but they have something far more valuable: their love for each other. Despite their financial challenges, Della and Jim find joy in their small moments together. A warm smile, a gentle touch, a loving look. These are the treasures that mean more to them than any amount of money. Christmas is approaching, and Della has just one worry on her mind. How can she buy a special gift for Jim? With only $1.87 in her savings, she knows buying something meaningful will be a challenge. But love knows no boundaries, and Della is determined to show Jim how much she loves him. Little does she know that Jim is facing the same challenge, with an equally passionate desire to give Della something extraordinary. Della stood in front of the old mirror, her beautiful long hair cascading down her back. She was thinking deeply about Christmas and the perfect gift for Jim. Her heart was heavy with love and worry. How can I show Jim how much I love him? She wondered. Della knew their financial situation was difficult. Jim's salary was barely enough to cover their basic needs. Every penny counted, and luxury was something they rarely experienced. But Christmas was different. Della wanted to give Jim something special, something that would make his eyes shine with happiness. As she looked at her reflection, an idea began to form. Her most precious possession was her long, beautiful hair. It was her pride and joy. Hair that took years to grow, hair that Jim loved to admire. In that moment, Della made a brave and difficult decision. With tears in her eyes but determination in her heart, she decided to sell her hair. Jim's happiness means more to me than my hair, she thought. I would give anything to see him smile. Quickly, she put on her old brown jacket and hat. With $1.87 saved in her pocket, she walked out into the cold December streets. Her destination was Madame Marie's hair shop, where she knew she could sell her precious locks. The internal struggle was intense. Each step was painful. Would Jim be angry? Would he be disappointed? But her love was stronger than her fears. The thought of finding the perfect gift for Jim gave her courage. At Madame Marie's shop, Della took a deep breath. "How much can I get for my hair?" she asked, her voice trembling but brave. When the transaction was complete, Della received $20 for her beautiful hair. Her long, gorgeous hair was gone, cut short, but in its place was a spark of hope, the hope of finding the perfect Christmas gift for her beloved Jim. While Della was exploring ways to buy Jim a Christmas gift, Jim had his own secret plan. His most treasured possession was a gold pocket watch, a family heirloom passed down from his grandfather. This watch was more than just a timepiece. It was a symbol of his family's history and his own pride. The watch was beautiful. Its golden surface gleamed softly, and when Jim pulled it out, it caught the light perfectly. He would often look at it and remember the stories his grandfather told him. But today, the watch represented something different, a chance to show his love for Della. Jim knew their financial situation was difficult. Every day he worked long hours, coming home tired, but always with a smile for Della. He loved her more than anything in the world, and this Christmas he wanted to give her something special. After careful thought, Jim made a heart-wrenching decision. He would sell his precious gold watch, the one thing he owned that was truly valuable. The watch that had been in his family for generations would now be traded for a gift for Della. Walking into the local pawn shop, Jim's heart was heavy. The watch had memories, history, and emotional value far beyond its monetary worth. But his love for Della was stronger than any attachment to a material possession. "What can you give me for this watch?" Jim asked the pawnbroker, his voice steady but filled with emotion. When the transaction was complete, Jim received $21, just enough to buy a special Christmas gift that would make Della's eyes shine with happiness. The watch was gone, but in its place was a beautiful plan, a sacrifice made out of pure, unconditional love. Christmas morning arrived, quiet and cold. Della's short hair was now a surprise even to herself. She had carefully wrapped Jim's gift, a platinum chain for his beloved gold pocket watch. Her heart raced with excitement and a little nervousness. When Jim came home, he stopped at the door. His eyes were wide with shock. Della's beautiful long hair was gone, cut short, completely different from how he had always known her. For a moment, silence filled the room. Then Jim smiled, but there was something different in his smile. With trembling hands, he gave Della her gift. It was a set of beautiful hair combs, exquisite tortoiseshell combs with jeweled edges that Della had long admired in a shop window. These were expensive combs she had always wanted but never thought she could own. But here was the heartbreaking twist. Della had no long hair to wear the combs, and Jim had sold his precious watch to buy these combs. Tears filled their eyes, not of sadness, but of pure love. They realized they had both given up their most precious possessions to buy a gift for each other. Jim's watch was gone, used to buy the combs. Della's hair was gone, sold to buy the watch chain. The irony was beautiful and painful. Their sacrifices had seemingly made each other's gifts useless. Yet, in that moment, they understood something far more important, the depth of their love. O. Henry, the story's author, called them the wisest of gift givers, because true love is not about the gift itself, but about the sacrifice and thought behind it. They held each other close, laughing and crying, understanding that their love was worth more than any possession in the world. In The Gift of the Magi, we learn three powerful life lessons. Love is more valuable than material possessions. Della and Jim showed us that true connection matters more than any expensive gift. Their love was so strong that they were willing to give up their most precious belongings just to make each other happy. True sacrifice means giving without expectations. Neither Della nor Jim expected anything in return. Their sacrifices were pure and selfless. They didn't calculate what they would receive. They simply wanted to show their love. The most meaningful gifts come from the heart. The most important gift isn't something you can buy in a store. It's the thought, love, and personal sacrifice behind the gift that makes it special. English learners, now it's your turn. What was the most touching moment in the story for you? Have you ever made a sacrifice for someone you love? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this story? Here's what you can do. Like this video. Leave a comment. Share with your friends who are learning English. Follow EngloStories for more heartwarming tales that help you learn English. Another incredible story that will touch your heart and improve your English skills. Stay tuned.